Hey, Sean Q here, your high ticket sales coach. And in this video, I want to show you the exact signs that it's time for you to kick that boss to the curb, kick that 9 to 5 to the curb, and go full time in your business. If you hear like a good gold nugget, go ahead and put hashtag gold nugget below. If you are joining live, go ahead and let me know. Go ahead and put hashtag team live. If you're on the rerun, thank you so much for spending time with us. Let us know below. Let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, so this video is particularly for those of you who are in a 9 to 5 still, and you have this side business going. You're making you're thinking maybe I should dive right in, maybe I should go full time in my business, and you're wondering, what are the signs that I'm actually in a good place to do that? When can I actually say, sorry, here's my 2 weeks. I am done. I am going full time. I'm going to be my own boss. I'm going to be able to control my own calendar. I'm going to be able to do my own work, and it's going to be awesome. When do you know you're ready for that? If you are currently in a 9 to 5 and you have a side business, let me know below. And if you're already full time in your business, I bet you have some good nuggets and wisdom, maybe even things you wish you should have done before you quit your 9 to 5. Let us know what those wisdom nuggets are, those hashtag gold nuggets are below as well. And that way this can be an entire thread full of just juicy goodness for people who are wondering, should I quit my 9 to 5? Okay, here are a couple of things. And I remember when I remember the day, my last day, I was so ready to quit and I was so nervous to quit. There was so much fear that I was feeling where I was thinking okay, this is a big risk. I had just gotten married. I had rent to pay. We were staying in this really crappy apartment. I could barely afford groceries at the time. And I knew that I had a comfortable job, that there was opportunity to grow, but I knew deep down in my heart, in my soul, that if I didn't quit, if I didn't just go all in, I would just be crushed. I would literally be dying inside. And although I would have a job with stable pay, benefits, 401k, like a real job, I would just be flittering out. My spark, that my passion would just die. And I would be comfortable, but I'd also be dead inside. So I know maybe for you, you're also feeling like that. I have this big dream. I have this big goal to go do something incredible. I want to tell you when you should not quit your 9 to 5. And I see this a lot. There's a lot of hatred in quitting your 9 to 5. There's a lot of people who say, I hate my boss, I hate my job, so I'm going to go build my own business. Building your own business, quitting your 9 to 5 to go build your business because you hate your boss or you hate your job is a bad reason to start a business. It could be a driving factor. For sure, you have the pain of not being able to control your schedule, having a jerk as a boss, I get that. But starting a business should be predominantly on the foundation of serving other people, supporting other people, helping other people, giving solutions to people, creating opportunities and programs and offers that actually help people have a better life, get results quicker. So the question I want to ask you before you even consider quitting your 9 to 5 is, the reason you want to quit your 9 to 5 because you hate your job and that's why you want to build your business? Or is the reason why you want to go full time in your business because you're incredibly passionate about it? Because if you quit your 9 to 5 and you go build a business, that's the first thing that comes up, but it's not the thing that lights you up, it's not the thing that wakes you up, then hold off on that quitting until you find that thing that you're so passionate about, that you don't have to make any money from because you just love doing it. It's inside your bones. The money will come. But find the thing that lights you up. Find the thing that you love to do so that when you do quit your 9 to 5, you're quitting out of love. Because the thing that you love to do is begging you to spend more quality time with it, to spend more energy and effort with it. If you're in a position where you just, like I said, there's a lot of hatred there, that hatred will turn into bitterness oftentimes. And oftentimes, because we don't have the ability to control our schedule, we feel limited. And I want to encourage you, if you have a 9 to 5 and you absolutely hate it, it's killing you on the inside, go spend every minute that you can outside of that 9 to 5 finding what you love. Then, once you find what you love, there's doing the work, then there's the business of doing the work. Two very different things. If you love graphic design, for example, and you're like, oh my gosh, there's doing the graphic design, there's designing graphics, then there's the business of a graphic design company where you actually have to sell, you have to market, you have to do accounting, you have to do taxes, those are all the things that come with running your own business. So figure out what you love doing, master that craft, continue to perfect it, then figure out the business side. Here's when I actually had a client come up to me and say, Sean, I think I'm ready to quit my 9 to 5. And these are the things that I recommended to her. Great. If you think you're ready, here's a couple of things to consider. Number one, your survival number. When I quit my 9 to 5, I wasn't making the amount of money in my business as my 9 to 5 was giving me. What it was making was enough money for me to survive. For us to get by, we wouldn't have any money left over, but we'd be able to get by. That survival number is the number that you should consider when making that leap, because obviously you want to make sure you are able to provide for yourself. But also, if you're making survival money, then you go full time, that opportunity is like exponential to grow that survival number to a thriving number. So make sure you're making at least survival money, or at least you have money to survive on. Me and my wife, we had 3 or 6 months worth of savings when I made the jump. So if you have a 9 to 5 right now, awesome. They are literally financially investing in you so that you can then quit. So don't spend all that money. Make sure you're saving it so that you have that dream account, that dream financial money backing to be able to pursue it. So I knew if I didn't make another $1, I at least had 3 to 6 months in the savings, so I have margin. I have the ability to make a mistake. I'm not like, I need a client today. I quit my job yesterday and we're going to get kicked out of our house if I don't that's horrible energy to bring to your business. So make sure you have either a savings account or you're making money that's survival money so you can actually survive. You're not going to go homeless, get kicked out of your house. That's the first thing. Second thing I said to this client was make sure you know how to sell. Make sure you know how to make money without someone actually giving you money, like a job. Make sure you know how to make money that's outside of a W-2, outside of a payroll paycheck. If you understand the basics of selling, you understand the fundamentals of selling, you're able to communicate the value, you're able to get into conversations with the right people, you're able to network, you have the confidence to go have these conversations, then you're going to be able to say, okay, I didn't meet my financial goals, but I know how to. I can go get into conversation. I know the numbers I need to meet. I know how to sell my services at a high price so that there's actual margin in my profit. There's profit margin for me to actually make money from it. The third thing I would recommend is after you figure out your sales, also figure out the other practical things. For example, taxes. How much money do you have to put into savings so that you can pay those taxes? I can't tell you how many times businesses flop, even though they're making a lot of money, because they have an unexpected tax bill. So make sure you understand the tax ramifications of how much money you're making, how much you have to put into savings so you can pay Uncle Sam and do what you got to do. Talk to a bookkeeper, talk to an accountant, talk to a financial person. Ask them, what does my business have to look like in order for me to survive off of it? Because if a client's paying you $2,000, you're not actually making $2,000. Part of that's going to go to taxes, part of that's going to go to equipment, part of that's going to go to marketing, and then at the end of the day, you're going to have a little bit that you can actually pay yourself on. So make sure you understand those practicals. You talk to a bookkeeper. That's one of the things I wish I did when I first quit my 9 to 5. I didn't. I kind of tried to figure it out myself. I wish I spoke with someone who had a financial understanding of business to say, hey, what do my numbers need to look like so I can have a confident plan when I do quit. So talk to a financial person. Make sure you have those numbers like just you understand the tax ramifications, you understand that. The other thing is when I quit my 9 to 5, I had great benefits. I had health insurance. I had like a stipend for learning and taking courses. I had a like dental and vision. Like I had all these benefits. I had to make a decision at that point. Two things. One, that I was going to figure out what do these benefits look like as an entrepreneur. And two, what am I willing to sacrifice seasonally so that I can go full-time in my business? I had to sacrifice putting money into my 401k account. I had to sacrifice like health insurance and things like that. We found a MediShare type of insurance that covered our needs for the time that was like ridiculously cheap. It wasn't the quality insurance that we had, but we made a decision. We're going to sacrifice it for now until we're making enough money to be able to provide it for ourselves. So you got to ask yourselves, me and my wife, we were blessed. We don't have a lot of like medical challenges, and we're pretty relatively healthy. And so we were able to make that sacrifice. Ask yourself, what sacrifices am I willing to make seasonally while I'm making this work, while I'm figuring this out? And the final thing that I would recommend, give yourself a timeline. I remember when I quit, me and my wife, we agreed. One of the biggest things that a lot of people do is they quit their 9 to 5 when their wife or their husband or their partner is hesitant. Like, I don't know if you should do this. It's so fundamental that you get into agreement with those who are doing life with you. You get an agreement with them and you say, okay, this is what life is going to look like. Are you okay with it? If you're not in agreement, there's going to be a lot of tension, a lot of financial questions, a lot of financial arguments. I see it all the time. Me and my wife, we agreed, okay, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle when we first start. Are we okay with that? Are we okay saying no to going out to eat? Are we okay saying no to like going out to, like we live next to Disneyland, going to Disneyland? Are we okay not doing these things at all? Are we okay not going to parties, going to friends' houses, or like barely being able to give like $5 gift cards for birthday parties? We couldn't afford anything else. And we were both in agreement. So when things were tough, we had already decided it was going to be okay. We had already decided it's going to work out. We're going to figure it out. And then we also decided on a timeline. So I remember me and my wife, we had a conversation and we said, okay, we'll give it a year. If I'm not making enough money for us to feel comfortable and thrive within this first year, I'll go find another job. I'll work at Target if I have to. Like I'll do what I'll work at McDonald's. I'll do whatever I have to do. But let's give it a year. Give yourself a timeline. Number one, it creates clarity. So they know we're not going to just struggle forever, but they're seasonally agreeing for a year, I'm okay with this. Number two, it creates urgency because there's a deadline of, oh crap, I got to make this work like today. I can't just wait and just like, well, hopefully it works out. And then it also creates a sense of drive. It creates like, okay, I'm going to show up every single day because this isn't a forever thing. This is seasonal, and I love this, but it won't last forever unless I figure this out. So make sure you set that timeline with your spouse, your partner, whoever's doing life with you. Make sure you're in agreement there. And the only other thing that I would recommend is make sure you lean on those who support you. When you quit a 9 to 5, I remember I had family members that were like, Sean, you're crazy. There's so much upward climb for you. You have great benefits. Like, you're crazy. This is the stupidest decision you can make. And I remember thinking, you're probably right. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. But I have to figure this out for myself. And I made a decision at that point to lean into the people who said, Sean, this may be the dumbest decision, but we got your back no matter what. One of those people for me was my wife. I remember we were talking about it and she was like, Sean, if you got to go get a job at McDonald's, I'll drive you there. Right? You got night shift, you got day shift. What do you got? I'm whether you're like super successful or whether you're not, I'm here with you. And I had to lean very deeply into the people that supported me, supported that decision, and kind of ignore the people who maybe they're right, maybe they're wrong, but I'm going to ignore you for now. And I'm going to figure this out for myself. Because the truth is, they have no idea. And the people now who doubted are the ones coming asking, Sean, are you hiring? So it's been a pretty cool full circle experience of, you kind of doubted me in the beginning, but now you're like, we're able to collaborate and there's love there. So recognize, oftentimes people who are afraid you're making the wrong decision, they're afraid out of care, out of compassion, out of love, out of kindness. They think they know what's best for you, and they just want you to be in a place of safety and comfort. And it's oftentimes people who aren't entrepreneurs, so they don't understand that risk isn't necessary to succeed. So make sure you're leaning on your support team, and then also make sure that you are capable of setting a timeline, figuring all those numbers, being okay with some of those sacrifices that you're going to have to make seasonally, and that you learn the business of what you do, not just what you're doing, but the business side as well. We're going to be doing a challenge pretty soon, not this Monday, but next Monday. We're starting actually. And in that, I'm going to be talking about the business side of what you do. If you're a great graphic designer, awesome. I love working with experts, people who are really good at what they do. If you're a coach, if you're an expert, no matter what you do, if you're really good at it, you deserve to be paid well. I want to show you exactly how to master the sales part, the money part, the financial part, the revenue part, the cash flow part, so that you can then get into a conversation and you can land those clients that you love working with at a price that you're comfortable and confident and happy receiving. If you're interested, I'm going to put the link below. Go to clientschallenge.com. You'll be able to get signed up, clientschallenge.com. I'm going to go ahead and put that link in the comments below. www.clientschallenge.com. Go ahead and click that link and you're going to be able to get access to the challenge. It's 5 days. Over the 5 days, we literally have seen people land clients. So this isn't just like a fluffy sales like pitch. This is sales training. I'm showing you exactly how to land a client so you can actually go land a client within 5 days. If you think this is so good, go ahead and let me know below. I see Bobby shared a really great tip. He said, pro tip, I went back to my 9-to-5 and actually am able to support my clients more. I'm no longer stressed about insurance and benefits, etc. Outside of the 9-to-5, I do the work, perform the business of the work. It's awesome. Now I'm able to make a plan to serve and honor my clients in a more beautiful way. It's not about the money, even more so now. It's about the transformation and energy. The stability of the money helps me not be desperate for clients. Sales is easy to me, and without the sleazy feeling, thanks, Sean Q. Survival money is already there in the business. I want to get to 6 months savings and then keep going. Plus, my 9-to-5 is pretty fun, to be honest, and easy. I love the work I'm doing and just landed a high-ticket client by networking at my 9-to-5. Dude, Bobby, that's amazing. It's possible. Yes, so good. I do want to say this. If you have a 9-to-5, good on you. You're providing for your family. You're taking care of you're taking care of bills. You're doing what you have to do in this season. I think that people who shame other people who have 9-to-5s deserve the worst kind of disruption. They deserve to have a hangnail and not be able to find clippers. Because having a job is a good thing. And if you have a 9-to-5 right now, good on you. Continue to do your side work. Continue to make that survival money. Continue to put money in that savings. Continue to sow into that dream. But don't let anybody shame you for doing what you have to do to provide for your family, for working hard, for getting the job done, for paying the bills. Whether it's through your 9-to-5 or whether it's because of your business, you're doing the work. I'm so freaking proud of you. I know that was for someone. That was a gold nugget for somebody. I'm Sean Q, your high ticket sales coach. I'd love to see you in the challenge. I am going to go live every single day this week and next week. So join me. I go live different times of the day, but make sure you go ahead and click that little bell button if you want to get notified when I go live. And I share some juicy gold nuggets every single time. I'm Sean Q, your high ticket sales coach. I'll see you in the next video.